maintenance update for you. We removed some eroded material from the slope on 220 behind the Nissan. Also repaired a small slide on Route 687. Two routes that we had previously closed, Route 666 and 638, have reopened after some eroded material on those as well. Our dirt roads have been graded countywide. We're continuing to remove brush and down trees from some storm damage that we've had for the last several months, and significant removals of the Ms. Cox area. We have a lot of work to do. There's still a lot of stuff that needs to come down. The slope repairs on Route 60 West are going to start probably in the next 2 weeks. As soon as we have a contractor that's finished in Bath County, they're going to be going out to that location to do that repair. This is the one that's about not quite a mile north, or west of Covington. We're also, I think you all remember last year we did a pretty significant ash tree removal along 64. We're going to be picking that up again, excuse me, in the next, on Thursdays and Fridays. We're doing some work on 81, and we'll be picking up 64 on Thursdays and Fridays because of the traffic limitations that we have on 81. And hopefully Route 661 is going to be reopening maybe tomorrow. We've got some delineators that still need to be put up, but that was our last closure that we had left from all the rainfall that we had over the last couple of months. The construction project that you all have underway now, Route 638, the bridge replacement is on schedule. We do have the remaining parapet wall pour that's going to occur this week, but that's on schedule to open still in June. It might be slightly early, but we're on schedule there. A couple of other items. Our Stanton District 6-year improvement program public hearing is scheduled for April the 22nd at Blue Ridge Community College. The meeting begins at 3 and should be over by 7. The V-Trans meeting is what starts at 3, and the public hearing starts at 4. This is the large-scale public hearing that looks at everything from interstate primary, smart scale. Everything is listed in that public hearing. Your secondary 6-year plan, we're scheduling that public hearing for that on May the 7th. That's the one we're just looking at your secondary projects that are within the county. And on April the 15th, we have a highway automation workshop that's been open to a representative from the county and from the town of Clifton Forge, and also from the city of Covington. That's going to be kind of picking up on a federal workshop that has occurred, and we've done a couple other ones in the state of Virginia that looks at innovative transportation opportunities, just considering all the technology that's changing, and to try to make sure that we're capturing all the important parties that are involved in that as well. I'll take any questions that you all have.
Board members have any questions, comments?
Yes, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
On Route 60, will that be closed or partial closed?
From what we're supposed to be getting a proposal back from the contractor. It was supposed to be yesterday or today, but I haven't seen it yet. I'm anticipating that they're going to be able to do that just with lane closures. So we're
Just the lane closure?
Just the lane closure so that it would continue to be open. Okay. That's a pretty significant detour around that area.
Pretty deep.
Yes.
Any other comments, questions, board members?
I have one.
She beat you to the wall. What do you got?
I know, she cleans it all up.
Go ahead.
There are some trees hanging on top where I guess the dirt level has kind of been eroded underneath, that I've had some complaints about. Secondly, Jerry and I were talking about the steep slopes in the area. Has there been a survey done or investigation on like Iron Gate, the pass through there, the high wall at Honda, like what the future is on those, or what the plan is on those, anything over 45 degrees?
One of the things that our geologists look at is the specific harsh topography in each area that we cover, which includes those locations that tend to make us a little nervous when we're driving through there. We've got several locations that are regularly monitored to look for any kind of movement or shifting. It's been at least 5 years ago that we had some rock that moved up in the gore area there above, between Clifton and Iron Gate. And we addressed that. Some of it has to do with the type of rock, the type of movement, freeze thaw activity. Sometimes it doesn't move at all. But, for what our experience has been is making sure that we do a thorough investigation of each area where you see shifting. And there are things that, in the roadway that we look for on a regular basis that kind of give you an indication if there's movement of any of the geological formations underneath. So I'm very happy that we have skilled staff to be able to go out and look at anything that seems to be unusual. As far as like doing, a foot-by-foot assessment of each one of those areas, we don't do that. But if there is significant erosion in a particular area that might cause us some concern, we would certainly follow all the way up the slope and see if there's any kind of movement following down, look for bulging at the toe of the slope. There are a lot of indicators that would give us an idea that something is moving.
What liability would the state have with a rock slide traffic issue, just for the high wall Honda, for example, with a limited space to get traffic out of the way, or, that's what scares me. There's nowhere else to go. During a rock slide, I don't even think there is a guardrail on most of that section through there. What happens in that scenario?
If there are some things that if it's a failure that's not connected to any maintenance issue or something that we have, if you can see how a lot of them where the roadways are cut into the mountains, there's property lines that are on either side that are outside the limits of what our right of way is, which includes the top of the slope there at Hamanisa. That's not our property.
Right.
So one of the things that we're looking for is just to make sure that our roadway is stable. But if there is a unique circumstance that, is kind of an act of God, that would be something that would be beyond our control. It's no different than the slide issues that we've had recently that we've repaired. As long as there isn't something that is negligent on our part for what we've been able to maintain. But some of this has to do with the terrain that we live in.
Right. Thank you for keeping up with it and taking care of the slide.
We've had a lot to keep up with the last couple of months.
How much is in the doors in 150?
I didn't hear the first part of your question.
Iron Gate, Clifton, the doors.
Right.
What about, that goes straight up, so it seems to me that a rock fell off once upon a time and fell right on top of the hood of the car and mashed it. Who would be responsible for that?
That's a good question. Like I said, where those rocks fall up in the mountains is outside the limits of the right-of-way. The rock would be passing through our right-of-way.
I remember it, but I don't remember who it was, but I don't remember if they're in sure paid for it.
Chain to the mountain.
Every time I go through there, I'll remember.
Mr. Hodges.
Survey's Drive. Lance Drive, the only driveway on the left on the end of Survey's Drive. Mr. Taylor looked at it several weeks ago, maybe a month ago, and I thought it was extra cold, stopped up, it started to wash the driveway out. And all the debris washed out into the highway.
You said it's the first entrance off of Circle H? Or the entrance to Circle H?
At the end of Circle, probably a quarter of a mile at the end. It's the only driveway on the left.
Okay.
I was aware of that, and I didn't get out of the day.
Anything else? Any other board members have any questions, comments? Thank you, Susan.
Thank you.